off. The computer display reads Ops 102. The computer is telling us that we have taken off, but there's no mistaking what is happening. Forget a scrub now. We're going flying, no matter what. Light flashes all around us. It's like being in the middle of a thunderstorm. The sound is that of a blazing inferno. The rumbling has turned to shaking, and wow, I can sure feel the acceleration. Just 6 seconds after liftoff, we're already going over 100 miles per hour as we pass the top of the launch tower. We jerk sideways in our seats as the shuttle automatically executes its roll program, rotating us clockwise. A few seconds later, we jerk to the right as the computer stops the roll. Now we are flying with our heads down. Because of our acceleration, there's no sensation of being upside down, though. I'm pushed back in my seat as hard as if two people my own weight were sitting on my chest. Weatherby and I both call over the intercom. LVLH, our shorthand for local vertical, local horizontal, confirms that the space shuttle is no longer using the launch pad as its frame of reference for guidance. It also serves as a communications check. Everything looks good. We gradually pitch our nose toward the horizon so that we build up the forward speed we need to reach orbit. The shuttle shakes so hard that if I tried to write something, no one would be able to read it. No wonder the engineers made the computer push button so big. If they were any smaller, my shaking hand could easily hit the wrong one. Less than a minute after launch, we pass through the jet stream and the rattling peaks. This is much more violent than anything we experienced in the simulators. We're still upside down. I can't see the horizon because the bright light from the booster spoils my night vision. We continue to accelerate, now at 2.5 times the force of gravity. We're being hurled into space so fast and so violently that it's almost comical. You just can't believe you can be relentlessly accelerated like this for so long, and we still have another 7 minutes to go. Houston calls, "Discovery, go at throttle up." This is the point where we lost Challenger 9 years ago. I'm so busy monitoring our instruments that thoughts of Challenger never even enter my mind. The rest of our 6-person crew is silent. Weatherby told us months ago that he did not want us to yell, "Yee-haw!" during the launch. He wants us focused on our tasks. We must minimize the intercom chatter in case something goes wrong and we need to take immediate action. I feel fortunate to have the consoles and controls to watch, and that I can steal an occasional glance out of the windows. The crew members in the mid-deck feel the shaking and hear the noise, but without windows, all they can see are the storage lockers. 2 minutes into the flight, our solid rocket boosters begin to burn out. We see PC less than 50 on the display, meaning that the chamber pressure inside the boosters is decreasing. There's a tremendous pop as explosives fire to separate the cylindrical boosters away from the side of the orbiter and its fuel tank. Thank goodness they are gone. If anything went wrong during our launch, we could do nothing as long as the boosters were firing. There is no way to shut off the solid rockets until they burn out on their own. The computer alerts us with Ops 103. It has moved on to the next part of the automatic flight control program. We're powered by the shuttle's main engines alone, which burn liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. The ride feels much smoother, almost like being in an airplane. The autopilot guides our flight, but Weatherby or I could take control and fly manually if required. However, it could end our primary mission to rendezvous with the Russian Mir space station in orbit 223 miles above Earth. The computers are programmed to fly Discovery on autopilot during ascent because the flight envelope is so narrow. A human could hand-fly the ascent safely, but not accurately enough to hit the narrow corridor needed for a rendezvous. We had briefly dropped to 1G, but now we are accelerating again. Weatherby calls out, 2, engine Ben. That means if we lose one of the 3 engines, we can safely fly.